In the 23rd century, after a series of economic collapses and psychological and political wars, neuroscientists and major governments concluded total freedom kills a person, but limited freedom keeps him balanced. From this, the Human Decision System Project was born, a strict global system based on a simple principle. Each person has only 42 fateful decisions to make in his life. The counters begin at age 12 and continue until the end of life. Each decision is recorded by a neurochip implanted in the brain. After the 42nd decision, a person is prevented from making any significant decisions. Their choices are processed algorithmically based on their behavioral history. Why 42? They said it was the number that balances experience and regret, freedom and control. People adapted. Some began to use their decisions with extreme caution. Others squandered them in moments of anger or passion. And in this organized city lives Amin, a man who has yet to make his final decision. Amin Noor Eldin is an employee in the Decision Analysis Department at the Human Behavior Management Center. His daily work is routine. He reviews the decision records of thousands of citizens, analyzes the implications, and sends reports. He lived a measured life, never taking risks. He used 41 decisions over 40 years. He had one left. The last decision. He kept it carefully, like a soldier keeps his last bullet. One night, while reviewing the file of a citizen named Nail Adnan, he noticed a strange technical glitch. Nail had made a radical change in his life. He quit his job, left his city, ended his relationships, but no new decisions had been recorded. He opened the decision record. The number was still 42. This was impossible. He decided to dig deeper. He compared similar lifestyles, studied algorithms, and dug up archives of abnormal decisions. As he flipped through the records, a strange file appeared. His name was Amin Noor Religion, and inside him, a decision he'd never made before. Continue with the investigation despite instructions to stop. He felt a shudder. Was a decision recorded on his behalf? Or had he unconsciously made a fateful decision, and why hadn't his account been deducted? He began to sense that something was watching him, but not the regime this time. After the incident, Amin was no longer the same. His dreams changed. He saw himself in alternative lives, in cities he didn't know, choosing without fear. During the day, small details began to appear that indicated something was amiss. Street advertisements changed. When he looked at them, people stared at him and then immediately ignored him. And his decision counter didn't decrease, even though he had made real decisions. Then came the decisive moment. One quiet morning, he decided to help a little girl who had lost her mother in the market. As soon as he made the decision, an internal voice rang in his head, automated, metallic. Decision number 43 has been activated. He froze. He opened the decision tracking app, but the count still showed one decision remaining. So, the system doesn't see decision 43, but it's real. After that, his life began to gradually disappear from the system. His ID card no longer worked. His professional file was deleted. His biometric fingerprint was not recognized by security services. He went to the high authority for decision control. No one stopped him. It was as if the regime no longer saw him, or no longer acknowledged his existence. On the top floor, he found a hall filled with screens. Behind them, familiar and unfamiliar human faces. A white-haired man stepped forward and said, "You are now in the uncounted area. You have made decision number 43 and are beyond control. Welcome, Amin. You have reached the edge of true freedom." There were men and women of all ages. They all went through what Amin went through. They call themselves disruptors. They are not revolutionaries, but human beings who decided to choose without registering. And the system doesn't know how to deal with them, so it erases them from the interface. Amin knew that Decision 43 was a spiritual code, a moment of self-awareness that escaped the grasp of the algorithm. But the danger is greater. The supreme authority controlling the system decided to initiate updates that would remove Decision 43 from the human brain using a new technique, mental containment. And with each update, one of the disruptors disappears. Time passes. Amin faces a dilemma. Should he be content to exist in the shadows, seeing but not being seen? Or should he make Decision 44, the decision to reappear and disrupt the system from within? He sat in front of an old control panel with a backdoor to the central system. Just one click could restore human freedom. Push the button. The next day, decision tracking systems across the world went down. Phone screens displayed a single message: "You are free again." Citizens felt a weight lifted from their souls, but they didn't know why. In the global counter system, there was no longer a number, only one word: choose. As for Amin, he disappeared from all records, but he was the first person to make Decision 44.